Hey everyone, welcome to the EV show by Ludicrous Feed Live. Today is Wednesday the 11th of June 2025. I'm freezing. It's very cold in Sydney at the moment. It's just me, I know, but it is very cold. Hope you're warmer than I am wherever you are watching. I'm also a bit cold because Amber's got a price spike event tonight, so I'm just toughing it out till that spike disappears. Then I can maybe turn the heater on. But yeah, hopefully if you're with Amber, you're also enjoying good times as well with Amber. Alright, well, it should be a good show tonight, everyone. Lots to chat about, as always. Never a dull moment in the EV world. And to help me with that chat, let's say hello to our co-host for this evening, of course. That is the man himself, Mr. Riz Akhtar. Hello, Riz. How are you this evening?
Hey, Tom. Doing all right. It's pretty cozy in my East Toorak mansion, and I can see my Spectre as well. It's got climate control on, just to rub it in. No. It is a bit chilly in Melbourne as well. We had a nice day, but yeah, hopefully everyone, wherever you are warm and tuning in.
Indeed, yes. I could just see Amber just dropped a notification on my phone to say that the price spike event has ended, so I could probably turn the heater on very shortly, maybe after the stream, but yeah, good to maybe earn some money from this evening. But yeah, sometimes I do wonder, Riz, maybe it's better just to sit in the car and turn the heater on. Might be more energy efficient than my open plan house.
Well, that's right, and that's the reason why I just turned the climate control off on the Spectre, so you can get the Amber notification that you're allowed to turn your heating on.
Oh, thank goodness! Thank you, Riz. You're very kind. I was helping you out there with the battery. Nice to see you, and nice to also see Mr. Roland Lam himself. Hello, Roland. How are you?
G'day, Tom. G'day, Riz. Hey all. How's everyone? I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, great to see you, Roland. And if you haven't subscribed to Roland's channel, Zapped AU, check it out. Lots of good content there, as always. But before we get ahead with tonight's show, let's thank our sponsors, as always. Thank you to My Car, Tyre and Auto. Thank you to Han Cook, Driving Emotion with EV Tyres. And also thank you to Riz and Richard from Carloop Data to empower Australia's EV revolution. And I also wanted to just highlight Jason's message there. Yes, check out youtube.com/@ZappedAU. That's Roland's YouTube channel, so check it out. Thank you, Roland, for joining us this evening, as always. All right, so now, before we head into the show, I just wanted to say hello to some of our regular viewers. We've got also on the stream, you might see a little top fans, not only fans, top fans for Ludicrous Feed. People who comment a lot, you'll see that there's a bit of a leaderboard now. I think it's a new YouTube function, bit of a gamify thing to help engage you guys a bit more. So thanks everyone for commenting, and just a bit of a reward as well for those who do comment a lot. So speaking of which, just say hello to some of our regulars. Hello, Richard. Indeed, yes. And hello, Gaffer, as well. Hello. And yes, Strolling Sydney. Yes, I'm going to plug my Seal Premium very shortly. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you, Evie Az. Thank you, It's Only Dale. Thank you for the Burbs. Thank you, SWS. Indeed. Thank you, Pauline Dobson. Lots of members. Thank you, Jeanette. I'm glad you're cold as well in Queensland, because I'm cold in Sydney. Hello, Steve from the Gold Coast. A bit jealous of you guys up there. Hello, Lewis. And yes, hello Jason as well from the mid-north coast. A bit cool on the east coast, I can see. And oh, Jeremy's got a joke for us. Where did the name iPedal come from? It's coming from iFillet. Both are expensive, both go with chips, and both need to be treated with care. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the iPedal, I find it a little bit harsh sometimes on the EGMP platforms, gents, on the Kia Hyundai, just personally. I don't know about you guys with your experience driving those cars.
Sport mode, excuse me, very sensitive.
I agree. Is there any other mode, Roland? Sport mode, right? That's all you drive it on, right?
Sport mode or nothing.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, Joy's the same. Sport mode.
Yeah, the iPedal is it's gotten better over the years, but yeah, I still don't think it's there yet. Like, it's still a little bit more tuning that I think Hyundai Kia needs to do, but it's getting closer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Tesla and Polestar probably do it the best out of the lot, just personally. All right. Hello, Grandpa. Yes. Tom, you're buying the new MG ZS. Well, let's keep that discussion going. We'll see. I'm driving the S5 very shortly, so that might be higher up the preference chart there. Yes, highs and lows of XPeng charging with Roland. Yes, I've been riding that wave as well with Roland this week. It's been great.
The number of times that we tried.
It's good. It's good that there's some engagement as well from the community to help out, verify, and deny. So we'll get through that shortly tonight as well. Thank you, Sensei, for gifting memberships. Thank you, Jason, for gifting memberships. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Hello, Stuart from Clare, South Australia. Nice to see you as well. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you indeed, gents and ladies. Thank you for a super sticker from Grandpa. Hello, everyone. Lots of people joining us tonight. That's great. Awesome. 140 viewers already, 6 minutes in. Fantastic. Now, I was going to indulge everyone. I'm going to indulge myself here. Thanks, everyone, for indulging me. Rather, this is the beast himself, or herself, the BYD Seal Premium, which I am sadly departing with, as my ad says, regretfully departing, regretfully selling. The 18-month-old Seal Premium has to go. I haven't driven it in 6 months, I must say. Lots of press cars in the market to test. So that's the decision I had to make. Otherwise, it's just wasting space in the garage and not doing much. So best to leave it to the market and give it to a second home. I think, gents, that was my decision over the weekend. But hopefully someone will pick it up. That's the price. That is the market price, as Car Sale says. Only 2 in Sydney with that kind of mileage. So video is out as well on my channel, and there's lots of photos and videos to check out too. So leave your comments, and there's a link in the video description too. So thanks everyone for indulging me. Joy loved the ID4, maybe Tom's new car, we'll see. I've got the Cupra Tavascan this week too, so that's pretty much the same car. Drives pretty similar anyway. Looks great though. Should put on the advertisement, upgraded to work with Tesla V3, V4 superchargers. Very important. Thank you, Jason. That's good. Tom has more cars than the used car lot, I wish. Can't give them away.
That's right.
Yes, thank you. Great car. Goodbye. Thank you, Sim, for that endorsement. Thank you. All right. Now, the next thing I want to plug is, gents, this one. It's the Melbourne International EV Auto Show. Speaking of car giveaways, at this show, XPeng is giving away a car as well. XPeng G6. Ooh. There you go. 29th of June at the Melbourne International EV Auto Show. You can win an XPeng G6. That's not a bad prize, guys. I think that's pretty good. Worth attending just to get into the running for that. Lots to talk about XPeng this week, so hopefully by then they would have sorted out the supercharging issue. As Roland helped us with this week. Walk us through this, Roland. How'd you go with the supercharger?
No go. Well, so let's start. First things first. From the very beginning, we picked it up. It wasn't at 100%. I'll admit, I was a little disappointed, but then I remembered straight up. Based on our conversation last week, you were like, make sure you get to a charger.
Yes.
And so that's exactly what I did. Had some time, straight to Alexandria, around the corner, 5 minutes drive. And I kid you not, as soon as I plugged in, I just had to unplug it once and put it back in. I don't think it was a user error. I don't think I actually plugged it in fully the first time. And then I waited, and then success, it actually charged, and I was speechless because I've been a part of the journey for everyone watching to date, and going through your videos as well, and I was like, it's honestly such a shame because we know that it's an absolutely reliable network. Yes, the charging speed is not there, but you're better off being able to charge at 100 than nothing, right? So that was that. And then in came all the messages after I put that first post, everyone going, what about all the other sites?
Yep.
And so I decided to go visit your neighborhood, Chatswood, the next couple of days, and unfortunately that one didn't work. And I did try multiple stores. I did plug, unplug. I did various combinations. I waved at it. I blew it a kiss. Like nothing worked.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, Roland. There must be something about Alexandria. We were talking about this off camera this week. I think Tesla HQ is nearby, so this must be their closest supercharger. They must do some beta testing in the background there. So, and we had I think another viewer who verified it for you. So this is Daz, his ex, saying that he got it working as well at the same charger at Alexandria, the former showroom and body shop. So it looks like that could be the golden supercharger that works with XPeng. But then he also went to Bankstown, which is not too far away in Sydney, and unfortunately, he must have kissed it as well. Nothing, didn't charge either, which is a shame. And then we had someone commenting on my video, which I also did a roundup of your video, Roland, me and Joy, And this is someone from Kings Park in Perth. Same thing, no go in Perth, unfortunately. So it looks like it might just be an isolated thing. And this is another YouTube channel, XPeng 6 Oz. I think this person is the first XPeng delivery in Australia, judging by this, and he couldn't get it working either in his neck of the woods. So, gents, a bit disappointing. We had a lot of hope this week with Roland's first X, but then no go, unfortunately.
But the good side of things is it definitely works with a V4. I think that's actually fantastic news. So yeah.
Is Bankstown V3 still? I thought they upgraded.
I think it's 4.
It's V4. So this is Daz at Bankstown. It's a V4. Yeah.
Yeah. So look, as part of this whole following this journey very closely, Roland, on X with you, you plugged it in, you told us wait for it, and then we were waiting and we didn't get any response from you. And I think one of the viewers kindly, because I asked what's going on, and they're like, Roland probably got zapped. Now, did that actually happen when you were blowing a kiss at it?
Must have caught on.
Oh, look, no, I agree. In all seriousness, I think it's good that it is working. So there is hope for us, hope for XPeng owners anyway. So look, it maybe they're all right. It's a software thing that Tesla had done, because they insisted they did all the testing before I had the press car in January. So whatever Tesla did, they've undone or redid the software update, and hopefully it gets rolled out for the rest of the network. So fingers crossed.
But what does this say then about EVs in general? In the sense that, obviously it's not only here, it's a lot of other places as well. And I guess there needs to be sort of a streamlined approach. Tesla has obviously built the network for their own vehicles, but also allowing others to charge. It happens to be more often than not in a lot of the Chinese EVs, like in the sense that in the US, I don't think it's as big of a deal apart from the fact that they had the wrong plug. But people could still get charges regardless of the type of vehicle that they were driving. So, yeah, I guess with more and more models, I think there's at least another 3 or 4 brands coming in, new vehicles, new models. What happens if and when Mona rocks up? Eventually, is that a new brand? Is it XPeng? Is it Tesla? Who's going to be doing the compatibility? So I guess that's why they've got to keep tuned into Ludicrous Feed and Zap.au to find out what's going on before they make the purchase.
Yeah, correct. And to the OEMs, give us the cars, we'll test it for you straight away, like Roland did with the XPeng. We're going to move on to the IM very shortly, but same thing, Riz and Roland. Like IM's got 800-volt architecture as well for the upper specs, so we need to test those, make sure they work. I think there was a picture, wasn't there, of a IM charging the Tesla Supercharger?
There was at Chatswood.
Yeah, whether that was a 400-volt base variant or 800-volt, I don't know, but yeah, that needs to be verified. And then the Zeekr 7X is coming soon as well. That's 800 volts. Need to test that too.
But I guess the question would be, is it just the 800-volt cars? Because the Ioniq 6s and Kia EV6s and the rest seem to be doing okay. Eventually, everyone will be upgrading to 800 or more volt architectures. So, yeah, it's maybe by that stage we'll have the new cabinets that are supposedly, who knows what happens, but Cybertruck seems to charge everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, look, Tesla did get quite a bit of funding from New South Wales government to get these rolling out. So, I mean, technically we should put them to account and say, look, you've taken public money. You really should make sure these charge all cars, not just Tesla vehicles. That's one way to see it, I suppose.
I guess the other way as well is that the BYD saga was another thing that nobody could do anything about. And I think we've got well over 10,000 Atto 3s that unfortunately are orphaned from Tesla Superchargers forever.
AKA attorney 3s.
They were the original supporters.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I'll help you attorney 3 owners very shortly. Hopefully get some answers with the new distributors. I think someone else to complain to. So that's worth doing. Jason asks, have you tried turning it off and on again? Yes, I think some people do. They turn it off and on 6-7 times, turn around, give it a kiss, as Roland did. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sim, I agree. This sort of thing kills EV progress. We need a world standard like USB-C. Well, we kind of do. CCS2, yet there's there's issues going on still with that same plug. It's kind of weird. Michael says close the windows, open them up again. Lots of superstition there. Yeah, Jason says, but Tesla doesn't follow CCS standard. Yeah, I've heard that too. Like, I don't know. I'm not technical enough to understand what they do and don't do exactly, but I've heard stuff like that as well. John asks, is there a way to see the firmware version of a supercharger? I don't think so, guys. From what I know, there's no way to see it.
Not that I'm aware of.
No. Yeah. Yeah, give it a wiggle, stick your tongue out. Yep, all that stuff. Try it. If it works, put it on YouTube. Yep. Shout Doge 3 times. Oh, yeah, controversial, but maybe. See, that's the thing. Atto 3, right? This is what confuses and frustrates Atto 3 owners. The Atto 3 post-2023 works. 2024 build cars work, and then the 22, 23 cars don't. It's kind of weird. I agree, Donald. We shouldn't have to rely on Tesla chargers, but they are the most reliable at the moment. That's the thing, because they do it probably. They installed the most. Well, at least they've got the most number at each location, so that's what makes it quite useful. It's not an NES cartridge. Good times. All right, that is XPeng. So let's, as I said, let's move on to this bit of news here. This is interesting, guys. So the IM. News of the IM by MG Motors dropped today, and their pricing was announced as well. This surprised me a lot, guys, I must say. Driveway pricing from $69.90 from both the IM5 and the IM6. As you'll recall, the IM5 is the sedan, IM6 is the SUV, as Roland points out in his X here, and $69.90 is this is like 20 grand less than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yep, I was expecting it a little bit more. I think the Thailand price was around 70,000 Australian dollars. Not sure if it's a like-for-like variant, what they've pulled out of this car versus what Thailand may have. But yeah, quite good. What do you think, Roland? There's a performance variant right there for each one of those vehicles.
I was so far off the pricing. If everyone remembers, like when we spoke about this, when it was ADR approved a couple of weeks back, I said because the MG flagship was the Cybertruck at 120,000, that if this car is supposed to be faster, that there's no way they'll pitch it in lower than that. So I'll eat my words. I was about $40,000 off.
100%. I agree with you guys. Yeah, I was off as well. I mean, we know the S5 is about 40 grand. So in retrospect, this kind of makes sense, right? This is premium. So yes, it's more, but like it's severely under what I thought it'd be. Like, and 75 kilowatt hours is a reasonable size battery and rear-wheel drive as well. And, you know, you guys have seen this probably. Have you seen it, guys? Riz, you've seen it in Melbourne. Roland, have you seen this in the flesh?
I saw it overseas.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And
you agree, it's pretty plush on the inside. Very premium looking.
Very nice.
Yeah. In fact, I might just roll through the MG, well, IM by MG website here. So this is their website here. Some nice pickies there. This is the sedan version. There's a nice comparison here. So IM6 is the SUV. Take your pick. They're both the same price, so you don't have to worry about pricing. Cars, though.
4.9 something. So it's just over 4.9 meters long.
I like this bi-directional tuning, so you can have a tighter turning circle with the wheels at the back turning the other way. That's pretty cool. 12 degrees as well. That's a fair bit. Rear-wheel drive, as I said. Decent looking app. Yeah, looks interesting.
Tom, don't click on the order now button. Otherwise, you might think you're on the wrong website.
I know. I was just getting to that actually. Let's do that right now. So let me just put this up. So, am I at MG? Am I BYD? What's going on?
Am I a Tesla? That's where it's all from. Where are we?
Hashtag white label. Hey, if it works, why fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very much like the BYD ordering site, right? You're right. Here's the pricing there: $69.90, $67,990, $77,990 for the performance for Roland. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I think there was a comparison page. Let me just pull that up just to show you guys the difference. Right at the bottom here we go. Before we talk
at the bottom of the main page for each car, there's a compare between the three.
There you go. Thank you. That's IM5. So I assume 6 will be very similar. So IM5, as I said earlier, has got the 400-volt battery, and then the 5 Platinum and Performance, which is the mid-spec, and the high-end is 800 volts. And And then the performance is all drive. Pretty powerful vehicles. 3.2 seconds 0 to 100. That's pretty good. Although at the Melbourne show they were saying 2.75, so they've nerfed it a little bit. 655 kilometers WLTP. That's pretty impressive, guys, for the Platinum. Is this the semi-solid state battery, or is that something else?
I think that's a different variant. They call it the Lightyear edition. The maximum DC charging speeds on the Platinum and Performance are up there.
Very impressive. If you can find something that charges that quick in Australia, which is unlikely.
Hard enough to find a 350.
I know, that works. That doesn't cut out. So, if you take that into account, like maybe this is quite a good buy, this premium here. 400 volts is adequate for most of the network in Australia. If this does work at the Supercharger, these two, then it's probably going to be nerfed like the XPeng, if it does work, and the Kias and Hyundais. So that's not a bad idea, getting this one. That's all you need, 153 kilowatt. Is it LFP? I can't remember.
I think the 75 is.
Yeah, people are saying boring colors. Let's go through them, actually. Let's see. I think they weren't too bad. I was looking at them earlier. Let's have a look. So IM6. Here we go. So we've got, white, beige, grey. It's a bit like that shark grey, isn't it? Not shark grey. What's it called? Atlantis blue for the BYD. And then black. Yeah, very BYD-esque as well in terms of colours. You guys tempted?
It's hard to tell because there is a new IM5 and 6 in China.
Yes.
I started it in April.
That was just last week.
Yes.
That's right.
And they have special colors there as well. So maybe that's how we're getting this at this price. But either way, it's still a really, 5-meter sedans. I don't know if we have too many of them. It's close to 5 meters. It's a bit bigger than the Seal as well, I think.
Yeah, Seal's 4.8. What's the Polestar 4? I think that was pretty close to 5, wasn't it? From memory? 4.8. Okay, that's not as big as this. This is quite big, actually. 5 meters. Model S? I think my Model S is pretty long.
Yeah, it's 5.1, I think, the Model S.
Yeah, 4.97. There you go.
Wow.
It's bigger than that. Very long.
And that's probably why they've got the advantage now, having the bi-directional steering at the rear. So that'll help with the turning.
Very curious about the accessories as well. Like, I'll just show you guys here. So mats is pretty standard. Shades, yep. This Mag Pro thing. You can stick like all sorts of stuff on this thing. Let me show you on the. It was on the other website, the main page. See if I can find it.
I think they stuck an iPad. They were saying.
Yeah. There's some weird stuff going on. Let's have a look. I saw it before. Yeah, you could put like lights and like the table. And here we go. I found it now. Yeah, so this is the main page with all the different things you can do with it. So there's the interior. I must say it looked pretty good when I was at the Melbourne show when they had it debuting. So you can put a second screen there, I suppose. What else? I saw it before down here somewhere. Here we go. This also this rain vision. That looks interesting. It's worth trying with a press car. 800 volt platform. Here we go. What is this? It's like a mirror.
Looks like a mirror.
Yeah, or ring light for like live streaming as you're driving the car, maybe. Don't know. I couldn't work out what this was. This is like a power bank or something.
That looks like MagSafe charger for iPhones. Like,
but it comes out. You can take it out, right?
Maybe it's a power bank. Yeah, could be.
Yeah. There's a nice little table there. Couple of screens. Yeah, I don't know. That could be interesting. I suppose they're going for that luxury lifestyle kind of segment. I mean, it's priced at 60 grand. That's like only tiny bit more expensive than the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. So yeah, I think that price is okay.
And just in that picture there, do you get the flowers with the car?
That's $500 extra, Riz.
Yeah, Rolls Royce, the umbrella, flowers with the IM.
That's
Don't
right.
forget the
Well,
light.
yeah, the light. Well, I must say I wish them very well. I think it'd be nice to get that press car on the road here and see how it drives. Yeah, so we'll see. Stay tuned, everyone. Well, I think Riz, Roland, and myself will try to give you our drive impressions very shortly. Jeanette says, all too posh and clean and white for a country girl like me. It is very posh, I gotta say.
You
What is the
can get black
range?
interior. Just
You
saying.
can. Yes, that's true. What is the range of all these models? Billy, yes, we went through that earlier. It's not bad. I think it's like 600 Ks for the top spec, or for the middle spec. What was it, 500?
655 WLTP for the mid spec. The bottom entry is 490 and top is 575.
Yep, that's it. Let's put this back up here. So there we go. Yeah, we'll have to verify that, but 490 Ks is pretty good if that is the case. Yeah, white is the new color. Yeah, white. Oh, here comes a chatbot. No,
They want you to buy it.
That's right.
They know I'm selling. The accessories are a lot like Xiaomi, says Richard. True. But does it come with an umbrella? We'll verify that. I know the Skoda ones do. Skoda cars. Yeah. And says MG just championed putting buttons back in the S5. This takes it away again. Yeah, that's true. It's a bit more minimalistic, isn't it? Yeah. Yep, ring light so you can do your TikTok. That kind of looked like it, didn't it? Cool. All right. Well, that's it. That is the IM6, everyone. And yeah, I agree with Bullet. Not sure why you wouldn't wait for the refresh model. That's China time, guys. We keep saying this. New ones come out in the CDM before we get ours. Ask the chatbot about the umbrella. Too funny. All right. We'll keep an eye on that. Could be interesting. Do you reckon that'll sell well, Riz?
Hard to tell. I think there'll definitely be early adopters of the car. We know with the recent sales of both the Model 3 and the Seal, sedans aren't really the in body style at the moment. But maybe IM powered by MG will change that.
Yep. What about Seal powered by Ludicrous Feed? Surely, like that's a good buy. Isn't it?
Basically, that car alone has done more convincing to ICE car drivers to make the switch. So that should be going into someone's museum for electrification around Australia.
I'll throw an umbrella as well if you guys want. So
you got
that's 50
blue
grand for the umbrella.
calipers. Blue calipers. That already is limited edition.
Come on, blue calipers. No other Seal's got that surely on the market. It's special. Thank you for indulging me, everyone. And just at the halfway point, let's thank our sponsors, My Car, Hankook, and Carloop. Thanks, everyone. And also, don't forget the Melbourne International EV Auto Show later this month. I'll leave a link to a special Ludicrous Feed ticket offer in the video description. 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 27th to 29th of June at the Melbourne International EV Auto Show. And if you really want to win an XPeng, that's where you go, because that's what they're giving away at the Melbourne EV show. It's pretty cool. Pretty good giveaway there. All right, let's keep pushing on. So what I want to talk about now is Richard. Now, Richard joins our chat pretty often, and he loves driving around the country. And he had a bit of a thread here on X talking about the fact that the Tesla nav no longer shows non-Tesla DC chargers. I haven't checked it in a while, Roland and Riz. You might have to verify this for me. Is that true that they don't show non-Tesla DC chargers? Must be.
Yeah, I haven't
checked
really
recently
used
either.
it.
Yeah, I'll have to take Richard's word. I'm pretty sure Richard's telling the truth. He's got pics there. So yeah, it's a shame because as good as Tesla chargers are, it'd be good to show others as well. Otherwise, it's a bit of a non-compete here, isn't it? And of course, not all of Australia is populated by Tesla superchargers, as he's shown there in that plug share map. Excuse me. So yeah, it'd be good to show other chargers to give options like ABRP, a third-party EV trip planner. So yeah, give us your feedback, everyone who's done trips in their Tesla recently. See what you think. Yeah, Richard says it only shows some. Yep. Oh, thank you, Jason. Yes, I should put I always forget to do this. Here we go. Comments on stage. There we go. Thanks for that. I'll do that for the back half at least.
Now, there is, just on this topic, few insiders have tapped me on the shoulder over the last couple of days and have mentioned that Tesla is aware of this and they are putting some work in the background with regards to how they get data feeds for other chargers and how they display them on the maps. So there could be some work happening at Tesla Australia just to remedy this, because the more chargers people can see regardless of what vehicle you drive, the better it is. So awesome sort of real world trips that Richard's done really highlight some of those opportunities.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it'd be good if Tesla had a native button you could press to manually precondition the car. I know you can do that as you're navigating to a DC or Tesla charger. But in other cars I've driven, I think recently is it ID? The ID4's got that as well. And some of the Kia Hyundai cars, you can manually precondition the vehicle. So that would be quite handy on cold mornings, such as this week, if you're DC fast charging. I know with like third-party devices like the sexy button, you can, but it'd be good if Tesla added that as well. Yes, so that's right. So thanks, Richard, for that, highlighting that. I just wanted to also highlight this. This is a screenshot from one of our viewers who sent us this week, who's a Geely owner, Geely EX5. So it looks like they are rolling out the update to remedy the ice cream truck low pedestrian warning sound in the EX5s. This is very much welcome if you've ever driven one of these cars. Anything under 30 kilometers an hour, it'll sound like there is ice cream coming down the road, ice cream truck. So it's like this whimsical kind of tune that you can't get rid of. So I think Geely are offering a different option with this update. So if you've received that update, let us know in the comments as well. And guys, it's good to see Geely emailing owners with this very nice, this pro forma telling what the update entails.
Yeah, I think it's good for people to know. And yeah, that was one of the bit of feedback that Geely got back around that ice cream truck noise. What is cool is that I think the next update, which should arrive in the next couple of months, will have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as part of that package, which is awesome too.
Yeah, that's right. I think when that comes, the phone projection, that'll be quite a nice little package for this vehicle. So
yeah,
it's
just
good.
Speaking of updates, Tom, I think this week was also scrolling the interwebs, and I think there was one from Zeekr as well. The Zeekr X has received a major update, improving some of those lane keep assist and other features that owners have been giving feedbacks on. So good to see all these EVs finally coming out with OTAs, and hopefully they're pretty regular.
Oh, that's good. I didn't hear about that one, so that's good. Yeah, it's important to have connectivity for sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the VW I had this week, whether it had connectivity. I wasn't, because the time was different to the Apple CarPlay time, so again, that's questionable. But yeah, that's why we asked for OTAs, because then we can improve the car this way, just without having to go to a service center.
You were not on Munich time or anything, were you?
No. I was definitely Sydney AEST, but 3 minutes behind. That's right. Got the Cooper now, so we'll test that. See whether it's got.
You'll be on Barcelona time now.
That's right. Party. Here we go. Musica says, yes, the update changes the sound. Excellent. Can hardly hear it now. Great. That's good feedback. I assume that's for the EX5. Good. Michael says, my understanding is that under the rules, they need to emit a noise when going slow. So what noise? The rumble of a V? Well, if you've got Ioniq 5N, maybe, but just something like some sort of electronic hum would be nice. Not green sleeves or something like that. Yeah, John, we hear you. BYD still not telling customers anything about updates. Still waiting for the latest Atto 3 over a year since the last one. Yeah, it's not good, is it? If you get kids asking for ice cream, the Xmas Carol version, what child is this? Okay. Yeah.
Isn't
Now
that the
speaking of
what's it called? Santa mode, Christmas mode? What's that in
oh
Teslas?
Tesla, yeah, the reindeer mode. Yeah,
Just
this
Santa
Reindeer
mode,
mode.
yeah.
yeah. Now, speaking of Geely, we're not being paid by Geely, but they are having a special offer for finance, and then $2,000 worth of a gift card, sorry, or 5 years complimentary scheduled servicing. That's pretty good for end of financial year. It's good. I'm sure more of these offers will keep cropping up in the next couple of weeks, guys, towards June 30. I'm sure, and I'm sure there'll be some more discounts as well. Keep an eye on that for you guys. And here we go. XPeng's doing the same thing. Can't get enough of XPeng, can we? Final days to unlock XPeng's 10-year warranty offer to match MG as class leading. So get your XPeng before end of financial year.
10 years, that's massive, right?
It's
Like that's
huge.
sort of the MG, which is their sort of benchmark warranty at the moment. So yeah, good offer, but part of me says maybe it'll roll over into the new year, new financial year.
Yeah. No,
New
surely.
year, new deal.
That's right.
Oh, that sounds like an ad.
It sounds like what the gyms put on the first week of January. New year, new me. And
That's right. Yeah. Like these jingles are writing themselves. Will Geely use the Volvo network for their servicing? Ooh, that's a good question. Riz, you know?
as far as I know, it will be their own network. They've got about 20. Last time I checked, 22 confirmed dealerships that have already opened across the country, and they're planning on rolling out quite a few more. So I think they'll be doing it themselves. As far as I know, Volvo is separate.
That's good. I mean, it kind of makes sense. All the Geely cars just sort of conglomerate together and service each other's vehicles. Same parent company. Economies of scale, efficiency, all that kind of stuff. I would have thought. Okay, let's move on. And spotted this week, gents. This is the Yangwang U9. I think, Riz, you saw that recently in Shenzhen as well, in China. Spotted in Australia, I can see.
Well, I brought it back with me. So it was on the same plane. I just had to drop it off in Sydney before coming down on the Bonza flight. So yeah, here it is.
I suppose there's no one else on the flight, so you might as well bring the car back.
That's right. Now, actually, so the word on the official BYD streets is that it's here to do some promo work. There was no hint when I was in China that this was coming, apart from them saying just take that on with your carry-on. So I did. But yeah, I think it's here for some marketing and promotional activities, like the U8, I think, that we have seen previously, the big off-roader.
Yeah, you would think the U8 and the U9 are related, but no. Like U8 is like, as you said, like a Land Cruiser kind of thing, and then you've got the U9, which is this dancing sports car that can drive on 3 wheels and go underwater. Totally different.
And
Just bring it here.
yeah, that's right. Just top spec.
That's right.
Fastest charging, dual gun charging. Can you imagine Roland pulling up at a Tesla Supercharger and like taking 2 plugs to charge that? It'd be incredible.
Imagine the backlash.
Can you imagine how many social media platforms you'd end up on?
Right. You'll break half of them.
It's a big middle finger to Tesla owners, right? And taking up 2 guns. Oh man.
Parking in the middle as well, don't forget.
Yeah, that's right. Parking sideways across 3 spots.
Speaking of which, a couple of bits of news. Firstly, another article saying that Tesla Cybertruck has approved some sort of a ADR hurdle, or it's overcome that, according to Tom Drew, who I think the country manager. So
I read that. It was
slowly getting.
They apparently now know specifically what they need to change in order to get it ADR approved, and apparently it will not be significantly different from what it is today.
Okay. Is that from Cars Guide? I just saw this article here.
It was on one of the articles that I read.
Yeah, here we go. Tesla Cybertruck cleared for Australian launch. Here we go. Okay, that was from last week. We read that already. He said that. Yep. Public are interested. Was that last week's thing? No, this article's from today. Okay. Okay. Yes, so bumper widths, some external lighting requirements, obviously left to right hand drive, just a few engineering changes like that, but fundamentally the same vehicle. Interesting. Okay, pedestrian safety, that's pretty important. That's one of the
Makes me think
criteria.
as well. If they could do it for this, why not the Model S or the X?
Yeah.
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 I mean, then again, the upgrade that S has allegedly got in the US doesn't feel like an upgrade after 5 years. They've just put some ambient lighting and a couple of other bits and bobs, but that I was expecting to surely have like a proper light bar like the Model Y does. If they were going to do a proper upgrade to the Model S and X, both of them should have had light bars like the Cybertruck and Robotaxi and the new Model Y, but they don't.
You can't change a classic, Riz. Just leave it.
That's sorry, as a OG Model S owner. Sorry, Tom, I was completely forgot.
That's right. Yeah, leave it the way it is. I like the way it looks. But you're right. The point about see, Tom says it himself here. He says, "Look, it's never going to be a high volume product for us." Yep, granted, 18,000, 20,000 sold in the US. We need to be realistic with its price point and size and all that. But there is a market here, and that is very keen. That is very keen for this product. Like, what car would sell more, this or the Tesla Model S or X? Right, that's the question. Still this? Okay.
This. There are people out there in regional Australia that buy lots of Ram trucks. And if they could be in the middle of a paddock with this, where they could power stuff, get stuff done around the farm, might be a hobby farm, might be a very might be a hobby farm or a hobby vineyard, but people could use this to do stuff there. And
Cyber Farm?
That's exactly right. Cyber Farmville. Imagine that TV series.
This is quite a funny comment. I'd never want a low resolution car. You, my friend, have won the internet today. That's very funny. Steve Wire is okay under ADRs apparently. Okay. Make it half the size. Yeah, I don't think Tesla were going to do that. They made it pretty clear from the start.
It is a huge car though.
It's huge. Yeah, here we go. Jeanette says, one of my buddies in the US has a Cybertruck. They use it on their farm. Yeah, that makes sense. If you live in the country in the farm, that's the way you'd buy it.
I can already see a new Channel 7 TV show. Farmer wants a Cybertruck.
Yeah, but does it have dirty lithium or dirty nickel?
Yeah.
Dirty
Could
steel.
have anything.
So dirty. Speaking of Tesla, let's have a look at this one. So here we go. Robotaxi. I assume this is in Texas, guys, is it?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. In action. No one's driving that car, as you can see. Is anyone even in that passenger seat?
Probably in the back.
You'd hope in the back, yeah.
Yeah. That's weird. But cool.
It has that Robotaxi sort of sticker on the side as well, which is pretty cool on the black car.
Oh, yeah.
When I first saw it, I thought he said Rivian.
Yeah.
Must be one of those I bought it before Elon went crazy people. But then this is a new Model Y, so it can't be. That's funny. Yeah, probably testing with a guide car behind, says Lewis. Yeah, that's probably true.
Now that's technically tomorrow, or something is supposed to happen on the 12th of June.
Oh.
So
do you know what?
I don't know. Yeah.
Are they telecontrolled like the cyber robots? No,
Oh.
surely not. Surely it'd be FSD. But then how could you tell? Yeah, there you go. Now let's move on to BYD news. So here we go. The BYD Atto 2 Yuan Plus confirmed for Australian release, according to CarSource.
It is Q4 this year.
Now, I was trying to work out how big this thing was. So 4.3 meters, so similar to the Kia EV3. That kind of looks like it as well.
EV3 ZKX.
Yep.
Has way more space than the EV3. This car.
Okay.
It's like the Dolphin. You know how roomy the Dolphin is? Like, it doesn't feel like a small hatchback. It feels a bit bigger on the inside. This is sort of jacked up version of that, and they've done a good job with packaging, as most BYD products.
Yep. So it looks like this could be the new kind of trend, right? I mean, you're seeing a lot of Corolla crosses around. Is the sort of small to mid-size SUV is starting to take hold, where people don't really want a hatch anymore. They want something a bit bigger. So BYD capitalizing on this, I assume.
Pricing wise, what do we think, gents? Starting price.
So Atto 3, that's apparently under 40 grand, right, for the essentials. Dolphin sub 30, so you would think 35s for this.
Yeah. Roland?
I was going to say base. I'm going to be. Let's hope the pricing is more accurate this time. I'm going to say they're going to hit 30 as the entry level.
Ooh.
Low 30s?
Maybe like $30,990 as the first entry level.
That would be very, very attractive.
BYD surprises many people, as we learned when they announced the Seal long time ago. There was a pre-Hollywood Riz era, there's a post-Hollywood Riz era. And it was enough to make Tom buy a BYD Seal. It's a sort of a segue into the ad now. So,
yeah, I bought it and now I'm selling it. So yes, BYD are very good at surprising us with their price. But yeah, I think, guys, this will be. You're right. You're all going to be. It's surely going to be low 30s, low to mid 30s. That's it's going to be competitive. Do we want a performance version of this? Is there much use for a performance Atto 2?
The answer is always yes.
It's always yes, right, Roland? Always.
Oh, always. You need a fun.
Roland.
You need a fun one.
You do need a fun one. Now, remember, we were promised one with the Dolphin.
Yes. Where is it? Where's the Dolphin Sport? It's supposed to be
They're making us forget about it by just distracting you with smaller models.
Sporty, zippy, where to go? Even the Kia EV3 GT line it looks good, but it's not like a hot hatch, right?
There's EV3 GT coming though. They've said that.
That has to come.
Have they?
All-wheel drive.
So I had the GT line, and I go back today, and I really like the car in a lot of ways, but it's not warm, not even warm hatch SUV. It's
no. Look, it drives okay. I think the torque vectoring is pretty good, but yeah, it's not a zippy thing at all. Tassie's asking 28,888. Brilliant. Bring it. That's what I want.
Yep.
That is the price. What's the charging speed on Atto 2? I don't know. Good question.
Oh, is it? I think it's more than the Atto 3.
It better be.
It's over 88. I would have thought. No, seriously, that's what the Atto 3 charging speed was.
Yeah, I know.
88.
So I'm laughing. And hopefully Tesla Supercharger compatible as well. Here's some more pics from the Car Source boys. So here we go. Yuan Plus in China. That's what it is. Doesn't look as wacky as the Atto 3. That's good.
McPherson strut setup.
Okay, nice. Jason saying Atto 2 offers a DC fast charging speed of 65. Oh,
Jason, I'm sorry I've let you down with that stat. I thought it was more.
Bro. It's a big letdown. You deflated my balloon. That's too slow. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. Hopefully 11 kilowatts AC at least.
In Europe, so there's something interesting about the European market, because all of these cars that go to Europe that we're getting single phase AC charging on, they're getting 3-phase. And granted, they pay a lot more for their cars. I think the Seal's like nearly 60 grand or something in Europe.
It's crazy. The Chinese cars are really expensive. But yet, like the Hyundais, like the Insta's fairly affordable there. It's kind of weird. It's kind of backwards. So that's why it's getting good reviews there. Whereas we get, obviously, the Chinese cars, sans tariffs. So we get a pretty good deal here. Head-up display, I don't know. I have to double check that. Yeah,
From
30%
memory, I
tariff.
don't think so.
No. Yeah, not for 28,888, hey? Maybe for 28,890.
I'm sure there's an accessory.
Oh yeah, straight from AliExpress.
Yes.
Timu. Well, that might be it, gents. That's all for tonight, I think. Lots to talk about. I think the highlight for me has to be the IMs. That's been a bit of a surprise packet today. I might put that up on the screen again just to remind us. Crazy prices. Unbelievable.
One thing we didn't mention, because it's a little bit hidden away, is the availability of these cars. Apparently, according to the configurator, it's 12 weeks from today when you place an order.
Right.
So that will push it into late Q3.
Yeah. Possibly Q4. I mean, you would think these prices are surely introductory. 69.90. That can't be sustained, you would think.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess they want to test the market, right? I think a lot of BYD and other manufacturers know this as well. If you have a entry-level model that just attracts people's attentions, grabs headlines, all of that sort of stuff, even if the stuff that the variant you're packing a lot more value in might be, in this case, like $9,000, people will go the extra 9,000. Given a lot of people are financing cars and a whole lot of other things, just because they sit in it and they can see bigger battery, long range, all of that sort of stuff. And I think this is priced really, really attractively, especially at the entry level, just so they can say it's not out of reach for everybody. Same with the Seal. When they first launched, was pretty good pricing, and then they cut it again. So yeah, I think it's very sharp.
To be fair with BYD, they haven't really cut their prices too much, right? You know how Tesla was fluctuating a lot in the first few years, right? So really annoyed a lot of owners with depreciation and all that. But to be fair to BYD, the Seal hasn't decreased in price too much, which I'm very thankful for as an owner.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Tom. But and that's a clever way of looking at it, because what they have done is they've offered incentives when they were needed. They offered free wall chargers and, I don't know, EV network charging. They did a couple of other cashback offers to clear some stock. So yeah, they haven't done the conventional price drops as such, which I think is a more clever way.
I'm thinking about it more from, I guess, and based on the article we saw last week, they could have strategically launched this, that we get this version now with the sharper pricing. And since the new one's coming from China, like as in the new one's being launched in China, the refresh version, call it that when that comes, that's where they'll pitch in at the price that they want to pitch it in. So this is the more introductory, lower price. We know that this is, whilst this is new to Australia, it's technically going to be the older version if you look at the whole thing. And so maybe they're doing that to get the brand in at a lower price.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Look, 69.90, very attractive. I'd be very curious to see how this goes over the next few months. Well, I guess we won't know Riz until they deliver, right, in Q4. So I guess we'll watch then. I'm very curious about the S5. I really am. It looks so good on paper. Even looks good in a static walk around. So I really can't wait to drive it in a couple of weeks. I think it'll give Geely EX5 a run for its money. I think.
With the warranty that it's got. And yeah, looking forward to your review of that, Tom. I think it's a very well packaged car. I believe it's some sort of an introductory pricing they've got on that car as well, but it's likely to carry over into the new financial year. And MG, I think, really wants to position that car as their best selling EV.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think, it's got potential to be the best EV yet from MG in terms of value. So, yeah, can't wait. All right, well, gents, give us some thoughts on what's happening this week. Riz, what's happening in your world?
So, picked up the Geely EX5. Going to spend a bit of time with that car. Aside from that, a few things getting ready for the Melbourne EV show. getting a bit of the promo happening. There's a lot of interesting things, a lot of interesting talks happening at that show. Around V2G is a big topic, as we all know. Batteries, charging, EVs, test drives. That's going to be quite exciting. And aside from that, just looking forward to next couple of weeks. And anyone that's interested, come by at the Melbourne EV show and say hi to Tom and myself. And maybe Roland may also make an appearance in his performance-orientated vehicle.
That's right.
If I can get an XPeng to charge, I'll drive down.
It's a much easier drive to Melbourne, Roland, as you know.
Don't need it. You can win one when you're down there.
Just leave your performance Model Y there and just take the XPeng home.
Do a straight swap.
That's right. What about you, Roland? What's happening for Zapta U this week?
No cars this week. So we'll be returning the XPeng, and I think I'll just try to get that content out. That's basically it. Had a couple of cars prior to that I haven't got out to, so trying to sort that out before I get too backlogged.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's a good problem to have, so many cars to review, so yeah, I think it's great. As I said earlier, Tavascan for me this week, so we'll do a run somewhere and drive it and test it for you guys. At the moment, for me, it drives very similar to the ID4. It's the same platform, as you guys know, so yeah, but the exterior looks super sexy. I love the Cupra, the way they look, so yep, stay tuned on the channel, which is not far from 40,000 subs, so thanks everyone for supporting the channel.
Less than 100 subs left, Tom, so
yeah,
if anyone that's watching, or share it with your family, friends, uncle, auntie, pets, and yeah, get it up to 40,000.
That's right. Thanks everyone.
And while you're at it, buy the car.
Buy the car.
That's the prize. 40,000 subs. You get to buy Tom's car.
Let's put that up one more time. Yay, the seal, which is going to swim away very, very soon. So car sales ad, link description. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone. And thank you, Riz, as always. Thank you, Roland, for joining us. Go to Roland's channel, Zapta.eu, check it out. And we shall see you all next week on the channel. Bye for now from me, Riz and Roland. Take care, everyone.
Thanks. Bye all.